Bumps off the defender and gets open.
Be denied at all. It's a three by Gilgeous-Alexander.
So let's look at the details. So we notice right off the bat that he's physical with his defender, holds him off, bumps him, catches, and right away he gets into this reverse pivot right into this aggressive face-up. I like to refer to this face-up as the Kyrie face-up.
Fun to watch play. Left in the third quarter. Omax gave it right back to Irving.
You watch Kyrie, you'll see him do it all the time. He put the ball down between his legs. He'll put the ball down between his legs like this. If somebody pressures him, it doesn't matter. His head's there. Boom. It's a really nice way to protect the ball, but still be able to attack either way. Then he goes from the Kyrie face-up. So he goes from this aggressive attacking position and he raises his stance slightly. He raises his stance slightly, which can relax the defenders. It can, it can bring them some relief. Like, okay, I have some time to gather myself. And as soon as he goes and raises his stance, he's right back into his stance with it between the legs. So he goes from here to raise his stance slightly to between the legs attacking. He goes between behind. So boom, to between behind, and then he's going to hop. He's gonna hop and push. So it's step off that back foot and push. Now he's staying low. He's between behind, and he's low, he's stepping and pushing. Okay, so between behind, he's low when he's stepping and pushing. When he goes between behind and he goes to hop and push off, his left arm is still active. It's up. It's ready to engage with the defense if they pressure him. Now the defense doesn't really get up on him for good reason. Is Rui Hachimura. He's not known as a perimeter defender, and he's got some length, so just naturally he's gonna play back a little bit. But he goes boom, 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 and then he switches stance. So let's talk about that stance switch. So before the stance switch, it's important that on each movement, our body's moving with the ball and our eyes are positioned to the way we want to sell the move. So just off at the beginning, the Kyrie face up, eyes up, head up, cross, like through the legs, like we're gonna go this way, cross, and our eyes are pointing this way. So our body's rocking and our eyes are pointing. So it's not like a stiff, looking down, stiff, or just looking in one position, stiff. It's shifting, and our feet are moving, okay? So it's stepping. It's not stuck in the mud. It's stepping. We don't want to raise and then jump switch. So we want to stay in our low position, boom, and jump switch from our low position. Now when we jump switch, we want to, our back leg is really our accelerator, right? So here, our back leg is our accelerator. So we don't want to be so far extended in our back leg that we can't create any drive to go downhill. So when we jump switch, we want that leg to be somewhat close so that we can use that power from that push off. So typically, you would think someone would go boom, jump shift, and then boom, downhill. But SGA adds another level of combo, right? He goes regular jump shift, switch jump shift, and then steps, okay? He steps into a push off. So he's this side, jump shift, step, boom, into a step back. So let's look at that slowly. All right, so slowing down the footwork on that jump shift. So we're from here, and then we're going into here. So we really want to sell this pushing downhill. And to sell that pushing downhill, you really have to push downhill like you're gonna drive, okay? So you really gotta push downhill. And instead of pushing and bringing that leg forward, we're just pushing and punching. So looking at it a little bit quicker, boom, we're pushing and punching, okay? Pushing and punching. I find that for me it helps by basically calling out what I'm doing to help my mind sort of synchronize with my body to carry out the move, easier. So I'll just take a key word like push and punch, and it'll help me sort of work through the drill or the move. So push and punch, and then on the step back, let's break this down so y'all don't travel. On the step back, so we're here, boom, punch. On the step back, we're basically gonna double hop on the right leg. So the left leg's gonna raise, boom, and we're gonna hop on the right leg, and then we're 1-2. We don't want our hand to come under the ball until we're gathering to shoot. So technically, I could still dribble after that because my hand's not coming out under the ball. So look, boom, boom. I could still have my dribble. I could still, boom, boom, right? So I still have my dribble. We're not going under the ball. Instead, we're boom, boom. Nice little hop step. Left leg raises, right leg hops into a jumper. And we're gonna try and stay on balance, stay low and stay on balance. A couple key takeaways. We wanna be protective of the ball at all times. So for example, our Kyrie face up, when we switch stance, having our left or our right arm up and ready to play to have combat, that offensive combat, keeping defenders' arms off you. We want to be deceptive and have a rhythm about our movement. So whether that's chopping our steps with our dribbles, on our switches, going from high to low, okay? High to low, pushing, high to low. We want to have a nice rhythm and flow with our ball handling, with our movement. We want to be deceptive with our eyes, okay? We want to look to where we want the defender to believe we're going. And when we're comboing our moves together, we want to make sure that we're in our stance. So we're comboing our moves together, we're in our stance. So I'll just go over a couple drills that can help with getting these movements down. And we're really just going to be repping out the movements. So going for a nice length, we're just going to be going between, behind, and every time we go between, we want to raise and drop into it. Okay, I'm almost delaying the between, boom, almost delaying, raise, boom, boom. The next thing to help you get a feel for the stance switch, all we're gonna do is rep out stance switches back to back. So we're gonna be low, we're going to hop, push, stance switch, hop, push, stance switch, hop, push, stance switch. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Does that make sense? We're making sure we're keeping our arms up, our off arm up. So we're hop, push, stance switch, hop, push, stance switch, hop, boom, 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 okay? So we're just gonna rep those out. And then lastly, we're gonna do the hop, stance switch with our right leg push. Boom, boom, and then reset. Boom, boom, and then reset. So we got a couple drills that we can work through and do, of course, right hand, left hand. A couple of drills that we can work through to help us build out that move. Well, that's all that I got for you guys right now. If you'd like to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.